कर देंगे।
Recording in progress.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum ji. I hope everybody can hear me. आपको आवाज आ रही है जी?
जी बिल्कुल आपकी आवाज आ रही है।
ओके ग्रेट। सो तिलावत से हम आज के कॉर्पोरेट सेक्शन का आगाज करते हैं जी। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। रब इशरह ली सदरी वयस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली। आमीन सदक़ल्लाहुल अज़ीम। आज की कॉर्पोरेट ब्रीफिंग सेशन में एग्रीटेक के वी आर जॉइंड बाय फैसल साहब, द सीईओ ऑफ कंपनी, मैम आसमा, company secretary, and Sahir Jamal, the corporate finance manager. Starting with a quick journey of Agritech, incorporated in 1959 with the ammonium sulfate production facility. Or 1998, when this facility was switched to the urea manufacturing facility with the brand new urea and ammonia plants. 2006 में privatized हुई, 2009 में there was an acquisition of Hazara Phosphate, stock exchange में list हुई 2010 में. Now we own two manufacturing facilities, one in Miyawali with the urea manufacturing plant of 433 KT of urea, and Haripur in KP with the production facility of 80 to 90,000 tons of SSP. And these fertilizers are sold under the brand name Tara. और इस वक्त मार्केट कैपिटलाइजेशन तकरीबन 14.29 बिलियन की है एग्रीटेक लिमिटेड की. Now we have got a renewed vision and mission and vision in 2024. Let me read it for you. To develop into an innovative player among the farming community through quality products and services, contributing towards national food security. And accordingly, our renewed vision is to transform into a sustainable fertilizer company, boosting agriculture performance through local integrated manufacturing of all green nutrients. अगर हम fertilizer universe को देखें, with the urea being the major fertilizer player, इसमें fertilizer की production in 9 months में has increased by 37% as compared to the same period last year. Sorry, it's 4.9 million urea की 4.9 million tons production हुई है 9 माह में, which is 3.7% higher as compared to the last year. और मेजर जो कंट्रीब्यूशन है इस इंक्रीज की दो फर्टिलाइजर प्लांट्स हैं SNGPL पे और एक SSGC पे, उनको कंटिन्यूअस गैस सप्लाई मिली है. However, the offtake has declined by around 8% in this period. और most of us know कि इसकी रीजन क्या है. जो वीट क्राइसिस आया जिसमें सपोर्ट प्राइस नहीं मिल सकी, कुछ चैनल पे टैक्सेस लग गए और साल के शुरू में गवर्नमेंट ने इंपोर्ट भी कर ली 2,20,000 टन. और टॉप ऑफ इट मेज और राइस की प्राइसेस भी डिक्लाइन में आए हैं. तो एपेटाइट फॉर फर्टिलाइजर हैज रिड्यूस्ड इन दिस पीरियड. अगर फॉस्फेट की बात की जाए, nutrient based production has increased by 37%, 4,45,000 ton पे as compared to 3,25,000 ton last year. और इस पीरियड में इंटरनेशनल डेट प्राइसेस भी वोलेटाइल रही हैं, स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम $625 तो $550 पे आ गई मई में, और $650 पे इस वक्त हावर कर रही है। ऑफ टेक्स अगेन जैसे यूरिया में हमने देखा कि तकरीबन 8% डिक्लाइन है, फॉस्फेट में तकरीबन 14% डिक्लाइन हम देखते हैं, फॉर द रीजंस ऑलरेडी मेंशन्ड इन द प्रीवियस स्लाइड। एग्रीटेक का शेयर in 9 months में in the offtake is 4%. है वैसे overall production share is 6% in the overall production capacity of urea. SSP में we remain the market leader with 90% market share. और अगर financial highlights देखी जाए तो the top line has increased from 13.9 billion to 19 billion, which is 37% increase. Gross profit 42% increase हुआ है, 3.4 billion में चला गया 9 months में, और operating profit has almost doubled as compared to last year. और EBITDA भी 2.8 billion से 4.4 billion पे चला गया in 9 months में. Accordingly, because of this, net loss is reduced by 24%. 2 billion पे है, पिछले साल 2.7 billion पे था, और accordingly जो आपका loss per share है that has decreased from 6.5 rupees to 4.91%. अगर थोड़ा सा हम trends को देखें, financial data को, so top line has been consistently increasing. अभी 9 months में हम 19.02 पे हमने close किया इसको. Gross profit margins का भी एक increasing trend है. इस साल 9 months में slightly lower as compared to full year last year. उसमें एक तो imported DAP की सेल का impact है, उस वजह से slightly down as compared to last year. Last year we reported 1.09 billion. हमने bottom line report की थी 9 months में 2.08 है. Off take जो अभी हमें पूरा नहीं मिला. We are expecting Q4 to be bagging good numbers. और simultaneously जैसे हमारी top line increase हो रही है, operating profit margin increase हो रहा है, हमारी share price भी आपने देखा है कि 14 रुपए से तकरीबन अभी 40 रुपीस के बैंड में इस वक्त चल रही है. 140% increase from January as compared to 27% increase in the KSE index. Way forward में हम देख रहे हैं, our statement is driving sustainable growth toward through innovation, operational efficiency, and enhanced fertilizer solution. और उसमें what we are eyeing on the future is the last leg of the scheme of arrangement, जिसमें induction of preference shares or TFCs in the CDC हैं. We continue to settle our short-term lines overdues with the lenders, और SSP plant को हम expand कर रहे हैं with the granulation capacity along with a new sulfuric acid plant. और 2025 में we'll be allocating more towards the energy efficiency and the production in the urea plant. So this is from my side. Now the house is open for any questions, please.
We have some questions here.
जी साहिब बता.
So first question is, what is the current gas tariff rate that the company is receiving? Is the company receiving a consistent gas supply throughout the entire year?
Yes, इस वक्त जो हमें रेट मिल रहा है वो मिल रहा है 1597 1597 रुपए पर MMBTU excluding tax. Yes, the plant remained operational throughout the year.
Next question is, kindly share the update on acquisition offers by FFC and MLCR. What? This is one part of the question.
As we all know, FFC की जो public offer है that will end in the mid of December, और जो Maple Leaf की offer है that will end in January, mid of the January. So we need to see, wait for the results जब तक ये public offers close होती हैं.
So next part of the question is, with underutilized RLNG in system, what is your outlook on the continuous supply of gas for the company?
As far as gas supply is concerned, we all are aware that the gas supply during this year has been higher than the demand because of surplus RLNG in Swiss gas system, particularly SNGPL. So this will be beneficial for our plant to get continuous gas, because being a large consumer on transmission network, we have been consistently being asked by SNGP and government to continue operating the plants. Yes, the underutilized RNG will be a favorable option ongoing for the gas supply, I think.
So next question, can you quote the volume of gas allocated to Agritech?
It's 29 MMCFD per day.
Per day.
Yeah.
What is the contribution margin of SSP and urea? What year-end offtake of urea and SSP does company expect to achieve?
It will be very difficult to quote a particular number of the contribution margin, but over the period of time, you have seen that our top line has improved significantly. This is because of two facts. One, improved supply of gas, higher production, as well as ability to pass on the incremental increase in gas price into pricing, which was not there in the past. So if I could give you a benchmark, a lot of fertilizer plants already have switched to 1597 of gas price. So our benchmark contribution margin of urea is at par or close to those particular plants. As for SSP is concerned, the same goes for SSP. It's a volatile business. It is directly linked with the international DAP prices. So the volatility in the business remains there. However, we are keeping our contribution margin in line to certain benchmarking with the DAP prices, which keep on changing as the DAP prices move. So year-end offtake, we look forward to recovery of the offtake because wheat is the major crop and the major offtake period that all the fertilizers are moved. And at this time, we are into the peak selling season, and all our fertilizers are moving. So we look forward to sell the production that we'll be making this year, and same goes for SSP.
So last question here is, what is planned for the redemption of preference shares?
Redemption of preference shares, the first part is focusing on implementation of the scheme. We are in the process of that. The first thing that we want to complete is to get these preference shares inducted and hand it over to the respective lenders. And as you are aware that the acquisition process of the company is going on, and obviously there would be discussions between the banks and the potential buyers on these preference shares. So as soon as the things get settled after the completion of the process, then we'll be able to determine what should be the retention strategy of these preference shares.
So after the merger with FFC, can FFC allocate the unutilized gas of rupees 500 per MMBTU to Agritech?
Well, you need to understand that all fertilizer plants are operating on different gas networks. So Agritech and certain other plants on SNGPL have got different gas pricing and different gas supply strategy. So each plant will be determined by the gas pricing strategy of a particular gas supplier. So in our case, it will be SNGPL, irrespective of the fact who owns Agritech. The discussion on SNGPL would remain same. However, on a long-term solution, we would like to work with the government to convert these plants for a sustainable gas supply, and then the applicable prices will be determined at a particular time.
Actually, एक question रह गया था, तो already answer हो गया. What would be the expected tax
benefit on accumulated losses?
देखिए, अगर आप हमारी annual report audited financials देखें, तो we have got 6.6 billion of deferred tax assets on the unabsorbed tax depreciation, and plus business losses. और ये इनका benefit as far as the Agritech is concerned, तभी जब a company starts reporting taxable profits.
Good question. Real
So
answers.
as soon as आप लोग unmute कर सकते हैं, please.
बोल क्या है random कुछ interesting भी होता है
सर आप अपने एंड से म्यूट ऑल का ऑप्शन यूज कर लें आई थिंक दैट विल बी बेटर
म्यूट और नीचे
हम भी mute हो जाएंगे। हाँ बस यस यस ओके सर चलो
Great. Okay, so as soon as the company starts reporting taxable profits, and we will start getting benefit of these tax losses, or with the or with the large groups coming in. अगर हमें देखें दो sore points हैं, the gas availability and the other one is the pricing at which the gas is given. So अगर ये दोनों factors ensure हो जाते हैं तो of course bottom line जब positive हो जाएगी और taxable profits आ जाएंगे तो we will start getting tax benefits.
next question.
Can you please share which gas fields are near the Agritech plant?
Our plant is located in Miyawali, Daudkhel, which is at the border of KPK. So all the KPK related gas fields operated by MOL, OGTC and MARI are nearby us. Next.
So can we expect consistent gas supply in 2025 as well?
जी absolutely जी as you have seen in the past that Agritech plant and the other plants on SNGPL are now vital urea manufacturers which are required to meet the growing demand, and the discussion already is in place with the government to continue operating these plants in 2025.
So last question is how many tons of can you please update which shareholder currently has the management control of AGL? Is it FFC or Maple?
I think as you are aware that the regulatory process, legal and regulatory process of acquisition through public offering is continued, and till the time this process will conclude in coming months, and then the exact number of holding of each one of a group will determine how the things will put in place. Next.
So next question, how many tons of sulfuric acid is required for sulfuric acid and phosphate rock is required for the plant to produce 1 ton of SSP? Is the phosphate rock currently being imported or procured indigenously?
I won't go into the first part of it because this is more a technical thing, but the second part I can answer that yes, we are using the local rock from Ahmedabad region, and which provides us a strong competitive advantage to this business.
What is your gas requirements for urea and SSP for feed and fuel respectively, and at what rate do you get your gas? Could you please?
Our allocation for urea is 29 mmCFT and we are getting at 1597. For SSP, the situation of gas is not for feed and fuel. SSP does not require gas as urea required. It's not a raw material for SSP. So I think we are done. So your question, please.
So I think we have answered all the questions. If you
Ji, Salaam, sir. Am I audible? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is Fakir Sam from Multiple Investments. Sir, my question would be regarding, I think most of my questions have been answered through you, chat के through answer हो गए थे. But sir, मेरा एक question ये था कि recently FFC in their briefing, what they mentioned was they were very keen on the fact that there would be a turnaround coming from Agritech, which would obviously happen if it's acquired and all. जो आप लोगों ने बताया कि acquire होने के बाद हर चीज देखी जाएगी. But sir, all I wanted to ask was, can we expect this turnaround in terms of कि gas और cheaper rates पे मिलना शुरू हो जाएगी? Because अभी तो आपने बताया कि 1597 पे आप लोगों को मिल रही है, या फिर वो जो आप लोगों के क्या कहते हैं प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स की कहाँ तक बात खड़ी है? मैं उस पे थोड़ा सवाल पूछना चाह रहा हूँ कि एफएफसी ने टर्न अराउंड किस सेंस में बोल रहा है आप लोगों के लिए?
Actually, the turnaround is always technical side of part. Our urea plant, we in the past we started a BMR activity there, which due to gas supply situation was held. And this particular BMR and other efficiency related area, because this urea plant was installed brand new in 1998 and no BMR was done since its installation. So they were referring probably to the technical side of turnaround of the plant.
Yeah, okay, sir. Thank you.
ठीक है जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच जी, थैंक यू फॉर जॉइनिंग अस। और अगर कोई और सवाल है तो you can ask or email at the address given in the CDS notice, and we will respond to that accordingly. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you.
Recording.